Significance of this is that when one is sick or has a medical condition, get both physical and spiritual teaching. Get the best medical treatment as Abdul Bahai has prescribed. You say, find the best physician, get the best doctor. Get the best. And then spiritual healing is from within. You yourself must provide a condition, a spiritual condition, and the cells will then heal. The most powerful force in the universe are the invisible force. And our consciousness, that thought, that feeling is an energy. And that is more powerful than any other physical energy. So, next. Now, this is my message for you to take home about this greatness about spirituality and science. Is that the energy of conscious healing is the greatest energy of healing is the energy of love. You know what I did when I found that they couldn't remove my tumor? I realized that the tumor was part of me. There was no reason I should hate the tumor. There was no reason I should try to go, And cells have a lifespan. Some cells have a lifespan of 28 days, some have 60 days, some have 90 days, some have 3 months, or depending on the type of cells. They have a life cycle. And then at the end of the cycle, they reproduce and they die, and they reproduce and they die, for example. So new cells come out. So I was thinking about that tumor cells. Why it became a tumor? Because it was reproducing higher at a higher rate than it should. So, and I said that A is a part of me. There's no reason why I should hate it. And I decided to learn to say prayers and communicate with my tumor cells. I'll wake up every morning at about 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and as Bahai says about prayer and meditation. So a lot of people, it has different meaning for different people. What is meditation? What is prayer? For me, prayer is when I talk to God. Meditation is when I listen to God. So, because any communication or any communion must be a two-way journey. If it's one way, it's not sustainable. There will come a point you will stop saying prayers. But if you learn to pray in that sense of a communication between two persons, you must always speak, I listen. When I speak, you listen. Then there's a communication. But if you just speak, and there's no answer, it's like talking to the wall. Forever talking to the wall and there's no answer. One day you say, I'm not going to talk to the wall anymore. There's no response. So prayer and meditation at that point I learned was, praise God, talk to God, and I also listen to God. And that kind of meditation where you also listen to your body that God talks to you through. And that was the time I learned, and it dawned on me that the greatest power of healing is the power of love. And I decided to send that energy of love to my tumor cells and say, I'm so sorry, I must have done something terrible that triggered out this stress point, that it became cancerous or it started to grow. And I also learned to forgive. As I asked it to forgive me, I also forgive it. And the kind of communication that you have within your body, and surprisingly, it actually responds. I remember I had a localized abscess, this infection, localized abscess. And just as the abscess was about to solve, I decided to just communicate with cells of the body, and I just bring it back with so much love. And the next morning, the abscess went off. I mean, the infectious, the thing just went off. And it was very interesting that the body responds when you communicate with the body. And this is a gift of God to us. And many of us do not. Abdul Bahai tells us a lot about health. And if you look at what Abdul Bahai says, it's all very true. And our body responds. So, remember Abdul Bahai said, as ye have faith, so shall your powers be. And you must have faith in your body. And to heal, you must love yourself. That's one of the first things you must do, is to love yourself. Many people are sick because deep inside they have this struggle. Sometimes they hate themselves, but they do not express it. But they hate themselves. Sometimes they compare them with their brother or their sister. And there are a lot of that where they have resentment in them. You want to heal, the first thing is you learn to love yourself. But loving yourself is not something where you love yourself until you become selfish, egoistic, and things like that. loving yourself have two, in the spectrum, there are two sides of it. If those people who love themselves to the extreme, they become selfish, self-centered, egoistic, and so on. But there are also people who love themselves, they are on this extreme. And one of the characteristics of those who know how to love themselves and on the right vibration are those people who love themselves and they are grateful. They are contented, as the teachings have taught us to be contented. Love yourself, be contented. And they are grateful for everything they have. And they love themselves. And do you know that when you love yourself, you will learn to love God more? When you hate yourself, you have a lot of resentment in you. Sometimes moments you question God. God, why is this? Why is that? Why do I have to suffer? And you're angry with God, you're angry with yourself, angry with everybody around you. That doesn't help in healing. You must love yourself, and in that you learn the love of God, you will feel it in you. So it's a very beautiful thing about healing, which when Abdul Bahai says you should be spiritual as well. See the best physician, but you must also help yourself to heal, because the doctor can only do that much. The rest is up to you. And healing comes from within. Healing doesn't come from outside. When you get a cut, I put some antiseptic here. Do you think that medicine that I put here on your skin heals you? No. It does not. That medicine is only to prevent you getting infection. But why does the cell heal? It's from within. The cells from within. Reproduce itself and it covers up the cut and it heals. All healings come from within. It doesn't come from without. And that is an important part of this, that we must be conscious about how great a gift God has given us in the human body. So, yes, next. I'm coming to the end, next. So, and again, where there is love, nothing is too much trouble, and there's always love. Love yourself, love your family, love the people around you, your colleagues, your neighbors, your friends who are not Bahai, love them too. Don't just only love Bahai. Love everything, everywhere, and everything that you do. Love the people that you do. You'll find that it's a very powerful energy. And for those of you who may have come across the book called The Secret, it's about the law of attraction. My dear friends, that is as real as the law of gravity, the law of attraction. When you think good, you attract good things. When you think bad, you also attract bad things. That's what the law of attraction is about. When you think about doing something bad, bad things happen to you. And it's all the law of Newton's third law, for every action there's an equal reaction, for example. Our thought is an energy. And if you think that is why some people, the prayers are answered and others don't. They go to a temple, pray, or church, pray, oh God, help me, help me, help me. The moment they walk out of the church, it's like, I got too busy, I might as well do it my way. So never really let God help them also, because it's just the lack of that faith. So really, our thoughts and our feelings are that true power of creative energy. I always think that the monkeys also have two hands. But why can't they create? But humans have two hands. We can do things very precisely and create new things with precision. If I only have one hand, I can create, but it is not to that precision and beauty of perfection unless I have two hands. And I tell you what, this is what the creative energy that God has given us. One is to the hands, like one hand is the power of the thought. The other hand of creation is the power of our feeling, the heart, the faith. When you combine these two, the tremendous power of healing. And I just will close this off. Yeah, next. Yeah. And so, there's prayer to say, let me be a hollow reed. So when we help someone to heal, I don't heal you. You say, Fred here has something, and I try to treat him. I don't heal him. I'm only acting as a hollow reed, a channel through which that energy of love flows from God to him. But it's not me. I'm not the healer. I don't want to take that ego and say, oh, Fred, you were sick, I healed you. Rubbish. Healing comes from within. We are only helping to facilitate the process. So as healers, we must also be very humble and modest and not think that it's you who can heal. It's God. And that's why in the prayer it says, Thy name is my healing. In remembrance of Thee is my remedy. So we all act as that hollow reed to bring that love channel to heal. Next. Okay, and healing is from knowledge to understanding. I want to show this significance because it applies to different parts of our life as a Bahai as well. We all have a lot of knowledge. Today we live in a Google world. You don't understand anything, Google. You get the answer. Right? We live in a Google world. We have a tremendous amount of knowledge. There's a knowledge kind of overload. But is knowledge understanding? No, knowledge remains as a knowledge. Let me just ask you, for example, when you ask a 6-year-old girl or 7 or 8-year-old girl, hey, come here, I want to ask you, do you know what love is? The guy look at you and say, yeah, I know. I read Cinderella, I read The Sleeping Beauty, or whatever, the Beast, the Beauty and the Beast, and he came and kissed the princess and she woke up and they live happily ever after. I know love. That's what a 7-year-old girl will tell you. But she has a knowledge about love. But does she really understand love? Wait till she grow up and become a teenager, in her 20s, find a boyfriend, get jilted, miss the boy, whatever. And vice versa, the boy missing the girl, feeling the pain and the joy of being close to your best, your beloved, and things. Then she began. Then 10 years later, you ask the same person, do you know what is love now? Do you understand love now? Yeah, now I know what love is, because she went through the process of experiencing the joy and the pain. So knowledge stays as knowledge, and it gets into understanding when you cross this breach. And this is the breach of experience. The breach of experience. And I used to say this obligatory prayer that all of us, the short one. And I used to think, for so many years I just say this obligatory one. I used to wonder, I say, every day I'm saying, oh my God, I bear witness, oh my God, that Thou hast created me to know Thee and to worship Thee. I testify at this moment to my powerlessness and to Thy might. I know this is about humility, I'm testifying to God's greatness and my humility, my poverty, and to His well. It's all the humility. But you start to think again. And you start to think again. Hey, did Baha'u'llah give us this prayer that every day I'm just trying to testify, tell God, hey God, you're so great, I'm so useless. God, you're so rich, I'm so poor, Is that the purpose of this prayer? Yes, we remind ourselves about humility. But I thought that this prayer, it was also through one of my prayer and meditation that it dawned on me that this prayer is one of the most beautiful prayer that Baha'u'llah has given us. And it dawned on me that, hey, in the writings, Baha'u'llah says, the oneness. In the Bible, there's a lot about the oneness. When you're one with God, that communion with God, you feel His love, that oneness and so on. But when you're separated from God, that's where you feel you're in hell. But when you're close to God, you're in heaven. And then I thought that this prayer actually has forgive me if I use this word, this prayer has a secret in there. And you know what? And this became a part of a guiding principle in my life. And I say, hey, when you say I bear witness, it's a serious thing, You go to the court and you bear witness, you testify, right? You don't tell a lie. When you say you bear witness, you're not telling a lie. When you testify, you're not telling a lie. And how do you testify to something? Out of knowledge. But you don't have the understanding, you don't have the experience. Alright? I can understand a lot of things, but can I testify that actually I experience it and it is true? I give you a knowledge. You can say, yeah, I think I believe you. But can you testify that it's true when you have never experienced it? No, right? So you must experience it to get to the level of understanding. And I thought worshipping God is something very similar as well. That I bear witness, oh my God, that Thou hast created me to know Thee and to worship Thee. Then He says, I testify at this moment to my powerlessness and to Thy might. Then I was thinking, hey, yeah, that's so true. I testify at this moment that if I'm separated from God, I'm really powerlessness. I'm powerless. At the moment I become one with Him, as a drop of ocean goes back to the ocean, you feel the greatness of the ocean. You feel all the qualities of the ocean just from one drop, and you're reunited with the ocean. And I felt that, hey, when I'm separated, I testify this morning to my powerlessness. I can't say when I'm separated from God, to my power. I really feel powerless. And to die mine when I am one with God. And I follow the house of justice, I follow the writings, the teachings of Baha'u'llah, and one with Him. I can feel His energy surge through me. And I do things that I didn't believe I was capable of doing. Because of this faith. And Abdul Bahai said, as ye have faith, so shall your powers be. And that faith is oneness with our Creator. You know, and then to my poverty and to my love. And I realized that, you know, when I am separated from God, I'm actually so poor. I have nothing because everything belongs to Him. But the moment I feel that I'm one with God, all the wealth of the world and the universe is mine. Yes, it is of God. You know, just like a drop of ocean goes back to the ocean, you feel the greatness of the ocean, you're one with it. Every wealth of the ocean is your wealth. You know, you're one with it. And then, that was so beautiful that it then started to guide me. And every day when I say this obligatory prayer, I say it with so much of joy because I feel this greatness, the wealth of God, His power through me, and I'm one with Him in obedience to, you know, His prophet, Baha'u'llah, in the manifestation. We one with His teaching, one with the community, we feel His power working through them. And that is also a very important part of learning healing. Right? Thanks. I think that's about